Hey everyone, welcome back. Today's video brings a major update for the crypto world. The US SEC has just approved the settlement price index for cryptocurrencies on Nasdaq, and that includes Solana, Cardano, ADA, Stellar, XLM, and XRP. Now pay close attention because this is not just another headline. ADA, XLM, and XRP are all ISO 20022 compliant tokens, meaning they meet the messaging standards that are shaping the future of international finance. And this approval? It's a massive green light, a key step toward the launch of spot ETFs for these assets in the United States. Now let's talk XRP specifically. Even though several ETF filings for XRP have been submitted, not a single spot ETF has been approved yet. But with this new SEC move, the door just opened wider than ever. In fact, Polymarket is currently projecting a 98% probability that a spot XRP ETF will be approved in the U.S., but we're getting closer. And this video will break down everything you need to know. Before we dive deeper into the news, let's take a quick look at the crypto markets today, Saturday. SUI, Chainlink, Link, and Avalanche, AVAX, are leading the pack in gains. Bitcoin is holding steady at $105,000. Ethereum at $2,500, and XRP at $2.185. We're seeing a market-wide recovery. Not an explosive rally, but certainly a stabilization following the major liquidation event we saw on Thursday. Now, let's move on to the core update. The US SEC has officially approved the Nasdaq Crypto Settlement Price Index, which includes Solana, ADA, XLM, and XRP. Why does this matter? Because this index provides trustworthy pricing and deep liquidity data, exactly what the SEC needs to feel comfortable approving spot ETFs. This decision eliminates a key obstacle in the path to approval, paving the way for regulated investment vehicles based on real crypto assets, not futures. And when it comes to XRP, that's a game changer. Remember, after the approvals of Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs, analysts predicted more altcoin ETFs would follow. Now, the momentum is here. Within the next 12 months, it's highly likely we'll see spot ETFs for XRP, ADA, XLM, and maybe even Solana. In fact, analysts believe there's now a 98% chance that an XRP ETF is approved before the end of 2025. Why is this such a big deal? Because ETF approval means massive institutional demand. And to create a spot ETF, institutions must buy and hold the physical asset, XRP in this case. That means billions of XRP could be pulled off the market and placed in cold storage, dramatically reducing supply. And less supply plus growing demand equals price movement. That's simple market dynamics. That we're also hearing that a resolution of the Ripple SEC lawsuit is expected in the second half of this year. That would remove the final barrier preventing ETF approval. Once the legal fog clears, there's nothing left stopping the SEC from giving XRP ETFs the green light. And today's news? This approval of the pricing index? That was the last technical hurdle. From here, it's just a matter of timing. And this next part is important. Ripple has just released a new promo video that subtly confirms partnerships with major banks. Watch closely and you'll see TransferGo, Santander, and MoneyGram all featured. These aren't just logos. They're part of a global payment network that runs on Ripple that it's all about payments. Cross-border, multi-currency, fast, and cheap, and powered by XRP. This is further confirmation that Ripple is actively integrating its tech with traditional finance, and not just with US banks. We're talking global, Asia, Europe, Latin America, and Banco Santander, one of Spain's largest financial institutions, is right there alongside Ripple. BBVA may also be involved, though that hasn't been officially confirmed. Now back to the market. Although some headlines still talk about Bitcoin purchases, the real data tells a different story. Bitcoin has seen net outflows of nearly $48 million, while Ethereum has experienced net inflows of over $25 million. What does this mean? It means Altseason is far from over. In fact, we might be right on the edge of it. Altseason usually begins when capital starts flowing out of Bitcoin and into altcoins, and that's exactly what we're seeing. So if you've been waiting for a sign, this might be IT a wrap-up. The SEC has approved a major index that removes a critical barrier for XRP ETFs. Analysts now believe there's a 98% chance a spot XRP ETF will be approved before 2025 ends. Ripple is showcasing its global banking partnerships, and institutions are lining up behind XRP. Market flows suggest we may be on the verge of Altseason, with capital shifting from Bitcoin to other top-tier assets. So, what do you think? Are we finally witnessing the institutional unlock for XRP? Could we see spot ETFs and a massive shift in liquidity? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found this video helpful, drop a like to support the channel and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Big changes are on the horizon, and we'll be here to cover every step. See you in the next one.